Sorry how rude me. I was talking with my mouthful. Hey, viewers, George here to talk about episode 5 of Pac-Man's Marvelous Ghostly Adventures or some shit. Wherever the fuck it's called. I stopped carrying. God, I love pretzel M&Ms. So, okay. So, this episode, we got to find out that our hero, ladies and gentlemen, is in fact the perfect representation of one of the deadly sins. Of course, gluttony. Motherfucker eats like non-stop. And, that's basically the whole episode, is that, like, the Betrayus is like, well, you four... He's talking about, you know, our four main ghosts, you know, like Pink and Clyde. Go and feed him every single thing you can find until he's full, and then we'll attack. Which, you wanna know what? Sounds like a fucking great idea, because the guy constantly eats. So, eventually what happens is all the food in Pac-World land is gone, because the ghost peoples, our ghost crew are stealing basically all the food to feed Pac-Man, and Pac-Man gets in trouble. So he can only limit himself to the obvious 3 meals a day, breakfast, dinner, and lunch. And so they start feeding him food from the nether realm, which eventually fills him up, because I guess there's a lot more food in the nether realm than there is in Pac-World land. So they attack, Pac-Man burps, eats the ghost up. Yay. That's it. That's the episode, I swear to shit. I kid you not, that's the fucking episode. And, guess what? It's unfunny! It's... Why does he eat, like, non-stop? Why? Is it because in the games he eats pack pellets? Because... that's dumb. That shouldn't be the reason why he's a glutton. It's... I don't know. The show has good ideas. Like I said, that's a fantastic plan. Fill him up so he can't eat the ghosts. But... at the same time, Pac-Man being a glutton isn't exactly the best hero. You know? Like... I know there's been characters in television, cartoons, and whatnot in the past that have that over-obsessiveness for eating. But I mean, like, the amount of food Pac-Man eats in this episode is nothing compared to, like, anything I've seen. Shaggy and Scooby would, you know, be telling him to stop eating the food. You know, Jughead would be there... helping Pac-Man through rehab. That's how much food he's eating. You know, classic characters who are known for eating a lot would probably not eat this much. So, that's sort of like, I don't know. I don't like it. I really, really don't like it. As I haven't been really enjoying the rest of the series. Though, I will admit this, it at least did not make me want to fall asleep. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing. It also made me really hungry and thirsty, too. I don't know why. So, anything else I need to comment on? Oh, yes. Something for some reason I've been neglecting to say anything about, probably because I wasn't really thinking about it at the time, but think about it now because this episode sort of highlights it a little bit. Farting humor isn't funny. Not really. And nor is the burping humor either. Like, that's a lot, not a lot, but a fair amount of the jokes pertain around bodily functions of sorts. It's not fun, it's not cool. just disgusting, really. Like, okay, I will admit, very well timed fart joke works occasionally. I'm really picky about that kind of stuff. I don't really like it as much as other people do, but I can't see anyone really liking it in this. And I just, it's a weird thing, and this isn't just with this show, but a lot of shows nowadays that are meant for kids and whatnot. Yeah, actually, in general, I think, now that I think about it, when you think about Family Guy and stuff, is a lot of things are starting to go towards a bit more of a toilet humor to it. Not entirely, of course, not everything revolves around that, but there's more of them than in any other older show I can think of. If you think of any show from the 80s or 90s, and now they give any show from, nowadays sort of thing, and, that kind of humor is more present now, and was, like, never or really, really, rarely ever seen in any of those kind of shows. I don't remember Transformer letting one go or something like that. Just saying. But, just some sort of weird observation in it I'm starting to see, and I don't really think it's working out as well as they probably want it to, especially in this show here. I'm pointing over this way because the computer, which I'm watching, is over there, but it just doesn't work. And the sooner they realize that, I think the sooner we might be slowly heading to something better. But no, I don't know. I don't think the show's going to get funny anytime soon. That's unfortunate, because that really would make the show a lot better. Once again, they demonstrate that ghosts can possess the Pac people, but they don't do anything about it. They don't do anything with it. Why don't we use one of our obvious abilities? To do something. Could we? I think so. So, Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures, it's not turning out as good as it could be. That theme song's really annoying too. I gotta watch that every goddamn time. Pretty sure I talked about it in the second episode when I was looking at it, but the theme song is just really stupid. It repeats the same lyrics twice, and it just doesn't have any interestingness to it. It's like, Pac-Man is back, Pac-Man's our hero, Pac-Man eats ghosts at his feet, something along those lines, and it just... Is that what really Pac-Man is? Really? He's back. He hasn't left anytime soon. I don't know. It would be at a point like this where I would have said I'm not watching this. I probably would have stopped watching after the first episode, in all honesty. Probably would have stopped watching it pretty much halfway through the first episode, if anything. But I'm sort of glad I did stick through it. I watched after a couple episodes just to really see where, in general, it seems to be heading. Because I don't really see it getting any better from here. The more I continue to watch this, it just seems to be we got interesting ideas, but we don't know what to do with them. And I can relate to that feeling too. Having good ideas, but not really doing anything with them. But the difference is, I don't waste those ideas at all. Where here they just sort of have them, they use them, and they're completely wasted. Which is unfortunate. It really is. So, with that all said and done, until next time, keep on gaming, and we'll see where this shit goes. It's not so much downhill, just sort of like on a flat surface. It's sort of like Saskatchewan, if anything.